Heck, only 5 minutes behind schedule. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Am I on? Can anybody in the chat verify that I'm on? Hi. Yay. And you can obviously hear me too. Okay. Hold on. I gotta find the link. I don't have it pulled up on my phone yet. I need to be able to see it on my phone. Oh gosh, how many cuties? I don't need audio. Obviously the audio works. Okay, hold on. Hello, yes, I'm live. Everything seems to be working. I'm adorable. Uh-oh. I just knocked something over. Hold on. Alright. Oh, it's these big sides. That's what happened. Okay, yes, everything seems to be working, and I just knocked something over with my big size. But I'm here. Uh, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing because I've never done this before. This is the first time I've ever done anything like really on YouTube. I mean, I've uploaded like little clips and stuff, but I've never. It's the same year. Uh oh. Oh yeah, I need to plug in my webcam because it's on battery right now. I don't know how long the battery will last, but the camera does. Yay! All right, there we go. Yeah, I just knocked the damn thing over again. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna tear this thing up. Okay, so what do we have going on in the chat? I cannot see this chat. That's your stuff. Hi. It's Battercake. Hey, I know some of you people. Alright, now. Yes, everything okay. Let me see. Uh, where? Where? What happened? What magic? I missed it. Oh, I bet I did do something. Did I pull a Majira? Have I already, in my first 4 minutes on YouTube, pulled a Majira? Yeah, yeah, I sure did. Oh, guys. Hey, guess what just happened? I keep knocking my clarinet over with these big thighs. I might play a little bit later. I haven't decided yet. It just depends on how this goes. Aww, that was so sweet. Yeah, I know that it's by voice, so it's a little weird. I know, right? What? I mean, you've seen pictures of me. You know how big I am. I mean, I'm not a small person anyway, and then you put me in a morpholess suit. I mean, more. That's. I mean, that's the more in a morpholess suit. You get a suit from morpholess, and you get a lot of suit. That. I mean, that's what you're looking at. Yes, thighs are awesome. I kind of dabble around on clarinet. I mean, I tried to major in it like years ago, but I didn't have the discipline. So I bought this little cheap one on Amazon. I bought this little cheap one on Amazon to mm, but yeah, you get a suit for more for less. You get a lot of suit. That is for sure. Yeah, I am 5'12". Yeah, sometime next year I will definitely be at Con. Yeah, I will definitely be going to a lot of cons once they start happening again. I will be there. Um, yes, yes, I will absolutely be going to Denso. And yes, sure, 5'12" is 6 feet, but it just sounds cuter when I say 5'12". Oh, yeah, that's adorable. Oh, guys, this is crazy. Yes, I've also had a couple of beers tonight too, so I don't know if anyone in here drinks or is even old enough to drink, but if you ever hang out with me at a con, you'll definitely know I do drink a little bit. Oh wow, I had no idea you were that tall. I couldn't tell it from your picture. Yeah, I knew you were 6'4", because I met you. I was actually really well. I shouldn't have been surprised because you told me before, but I forget details like that unless I actually meet you. Of course, also, I think when you first told me, I never thought I was ever going to meet them. Or if I did, it was going to be a while. I definitely didn't think it would be under such friendly circumstances either. Boop the snoot. Boop. Where's the camera? I can't even see it. What's over here? Boop. Uh-oh, shit. Get back over here. Oh, golly. Trying to look at the screen. I mean, this dude's got really nice vision. This dude, I mean, the eyes are really big, so I mean, is the vision is probably the best of any fursuit I've ever tried on. But even still, it's fursuit eyes. I'm getting program messages and they're covering up my chat. Aw. Yeah, I don't want you to stink. Yes, I definitely recommend more for less. I highly recommend more for less. They they made an amazing suit, and they were also really awesome to work with. And I know it's not spelling that right, but it's better than nothing. I met Show back at BLSC last year. That was that's the only time I've ever seen him. That was a fun time. I got to sit with him when a bunch of the more fellow shooters went out to have sushi. Even though he had already eaten and wasn't hungry, he wanted to come hang out with us, and that was like really cool. Because I'd never gotten to meet him, never got to chat with him really. Well, I never saw Battercake as a more for less suit either. Like, more for less was not even on my list to consider. Um, the first, I'm watching a replay of a few minutes ago. The stream is going pretty well. The first suit maker that I was interested in was the Phoenix Nest, but of course, Phoenix is a very good, but a very slow maker, and doesn't take, can only take like maybe 15 jobs out of the 200 that come in when they open for commissions. Um, so my second choice was Mischief Makers, and I got accepted by Mischief Makers, and I sent in. Uh, let's just say it's paid for, and I'm in the queue, but it's going to be a while. And I actually did not plan to get a Morpholess suit. But I got drunk at the Fur Bowl one night, and a friend of mine said that Morpholess was open for commissions, and they were, yeah, they were open for quotes. And I was like, heck, I think I'll send one in. So I did, and they wanted me, and Battercake rules. There's 20. 20 what? There's only one of me. You need to be an age to have a suit. You actually don't have to be a certain age to have a suit, but most makers won't do business with anyone under 18. And it's also like highly recommended that you don't get a bodysuit until you're done growing. But I know several people under 18 who have fursuits, at least partially. And not only that, the winner of the dance competition at FanCon this year was 8 years old in a full fursuit. No, wait, she wasn't the winner. And she was like runner-up. She was definitely in like the top three. 8 years old. Yeah, no, the winner was under 18 also. I think there was only one person in the top five who was over 18. Like they were all under 18. Four of the top five in the first dance competition. It was that was just wild. Mascot costume. Oh really? How so? Hello, A. Johnson. Yes, better take this next to it. Better take is very mischievous. Oh, okay. I'd be very interested to see it. Cookie claws. Yes. I'm silly. You will lose your life to the fandom. That is a legitimate concern because it's happened to me. Oh, I'm not even kidding about that. Like everything I do now is the fandom has just completely absorbed every aspect of my life. I mean, I don't do anything that's not at least indirectly related to the fandom. Like, I don't even go to work without the thought that the money I'm earning today is going toward me being able to afford to buy something or go somewhere or do something that's fandom related. You know, either it's going to a meet or a con or just going to meet friends that I have met through the fandom. It's all every aspect of my life has has been influenced by the fandom. Nothing nothing that I live for has not been touched by the furry fandom. That's what I can say. Aw, 49 degrees in Charlotte. A claw scratch on the wall. I made some lines on the blanket there. Oh yeah. Jay, I will definitely recommend you next time More for Less open. If you need a recommendation, I will definitely tell them. Well, next time they open and you have the money. Yeah. That's when you know something is coming. Yeah. uh, am I missing anything here? Yay! Awesome. All right. So, yeah, the fandom has done so much for me. I've always been like very socially. What's the word I'm looking for? I've been like held back. I've been. I guess I could say I've been socially handicapped most of my life. You know, I never had any friends. I was never the type to get out. I was always too shy to talk to new people. But going to cons and seeing people that I really wanted to talk to, that I really wanted to meet and hug and get pictures with, that has really, that really put me in a situation where I either push myself out there and talk to these people or I miss out. And so I, uh, I made myself get out there and I started talking to people. That's where I could actually call out someone's name from across the room and go up to them and meet them and start a conversation. And it's just grown from there, little by little, over the 5 years now that I've been in the fandom. I know I've only got four fingers. Whatever. The 5 years I've been in the fandom now, it's it's gone from one single convention all the way up to 29. I've been to 29 conventions. Yeah, Furry Fiesta this year was my 29th furry convention, and I'm kind of stuck there for now. And before anybody says it, I saw that too. Coffee Cat, that's really sweet. I know, it's been completely awesome meeting you. A little over a year and a half, that's nice. The fandom is amazing when people like Battercake are in it. Haha, he's a creature. They can probably match your color, so you could probably use the bodysuit that you've got now, and they could match a new head and a new set of paws to that color, and then you would still have a full suit. There's several people who have the head made by one maker and the body made by another. See, I like Anthropon. Anthropon was a lot of fun. You just stay down. Just stay down. You're safer down there. I'm not sending you back up unless I decide to play. I went to Anthropon this year. I had a lot of fun, but it wasn't nearly as lively as it was last year. But I did have a lot of fun, and I ate a lot of good food, and I drank a lot of good drinks, and I did other things too that I won't talk about on YouTube. But it was a lot of fun. I definitely recommend that. I am going to get a husky mice. Ooh. Bye, bye, Frost. Do well on your work. Stay in vegetables. Uh, eat your drugs. Whatever. Don't do school. Oh my God. I need to put this stuff on a battleship. Uh, all right. I gotta read something. Hold on. I got a message on Twitter. I want to see what it is. Haha. Battercake hugs heartbreak too. I love hugs. It was hugging a fursuiter it was dreaming about hugging a fursuiter that got me into this fandom. And I'm gonna tell that story. I'm gonna tell that story here in just a moment because that's why we're here tonight. Hold on, just a minute. Get better. Anyone here from Chicago? If you're a Chicago living in Chicago, go check out Foxes and Peppers next time that they're at a con. Check them out online too. They're on Bandcamp. In fact, some of the people in here, I think I know you because of their Telegram thing. This is sweet. Like, I don't even have this time. This program. Whoa, whoa. I look tattered already. That really killed the shadows. 30 minutes in and I found the light switch. Yes, 30 minutes into the stream and I find the light switch. Do I look better? What's going on over here? Something's happening in the chat. What happened on Symphony's channel? My favorite food, other than myself, which I am just so full of, pizza, burgers, uh, sushi, yeah, uh, but yeah, pizza and tacos. I like everything. I even try to eat rock. Pancakes or waffles. I like both. I like both. But if I'm gonna make it myself, and I'm not like at a hotel where there's one of those waffle irons, it's gonna be pancakes. Pizza and tacos. Hey, how about we put taco on a pizza? Or pizza on a taco? Yeah, if I decide this is something I want to do, then yeah, we can build a better chat setup or a better stream setup. Yeah, the chat setup's fine. Favorite dessert? Oh heck, corn dog 7. Yes, yes. I love meatloaf and uh, the trout burger. The trout burgers you were talking about yesterday. Oh my god, so good. I don't have to spell that word out. Okay. All right. Move this. There's too many people talking to me. I can't talk to them. Okay. A-B-C. Pancakes and bacon. Okay. Now, favorite dessert. We go with favorite dessert. Uh, anything with peanut butter. Anything with ice cream. Oh heck, I love ice cream. I love like almost every flavor of ice cream. Like if I'm in the Midwest or anywhere there's a Culver's, I am gonna stop at the Culver's. I'm gonna see what their flavor of the day is, and if it's something I want, I'm gonna get two scoops of the flavor of the day on a waffle cone, And if it's not something I like, then I'm going to get, which is rare because I like everything, like I just said. Uh, but if I'm not really interested in the flavor of the day, I'll get one of the concrete mixes, and I'll pick a couple of toppings to put in that, and it's oh gosh, yeah. One of the biggest things I look forward to when I go to visit friends is when they cook for me. That is just like that. I'm not going to say it's like a surefire way to get me to come to your house, but it's definitely going to earn you points. Because I love to eat. I love food. Like everywhere I go, anytime I go to like a different region, somewhere that I've either never been or I don't get to go very often, I always try to check out something that's local there, something that's regional. I love going to like small chains, small restaurant chains that we don't have here. Yeah, food is tough. So good. Now I was gonna get on Twitter and look at something because I thought like we got some notifications on here and have people saying stuff. I want to reply. Oh my god. And then Three Musketeers. I do like Three Musketeers. That is, in fact, I want to say I just had one a couple of weeks ago. Three Musketeers, Kit Kat, uh, almost anything that Reese's makes. Uh, oh, a friend of mine brought to a meet last weekend, not last weekend, that was Halloween, weekend before. Uh, brought a couple of chocolate bars to they came from Dollar General, like the Dollar General store brand chocolate bars. These are so good. Oh my gosh. Those are, hey, what's the, oh heck, apple butter, oh, that's adorable. Hold on just a minute. Oh, I've got so many wishes on both Telegram and Twitter. And then I'm going to get into my story about how I got into fandom. Wow. Okay, that's crazy. Okay, that's something about me. Anytime, if anyone even remotely mentions food, that's going to be the topic of conversation for the next hour at least. I can talk about food. I love to talk about food. An interesting fact about me: if I go grocery shopping on a full stomach, I won't buy anything. But if I go on an empty stomach, I'll actually buy. I have to. I can't. Like, I have to do my grocery shopping before dinner, or I actually have an appetite. I know some people can't do that because they'll buy everything in the store, but I have to do it, or I will buy nothing. I'm the kind of person I can go to the grocery store with a list of 7 things on it, come out with four because I decided while I was at the store I didn't really need three of them. Oh no, 31 words all today. Where's what? Yay! Hi Dakota, I miss you. Sign language is so hard with the first two. I don't think Hogito does it. I have this hand. I can do that. Aw. I will definitely eat all the good food that you make for me. I don't like going to a grocery store and buying like $100 or $200 worth of things in one purchase. I don't I don't like having to transport that and having to load it and unload it. Plus, right now where I'm living right now, I don't have space for it. I know some people they got the deep freeze and they got the big refrigerator with the double doors and the big pull out freezer. I don't have that. I have to buy what I'm going to need in the next 4 days, and that's it. But now, I'm not going to starve. If something comes up, I got 4 boxes full of dried foods that will last a year and a half or more. You know, it's just all the fresh stuff like milk and eggs and anything like that. I have to keep that stuff. Aw, donut! I like donuts, especially when they're steam filled. Anyway, I keep getting these messages. Hold on just a moment. Cat amongst yourselves. This one's important. Happy Batterday birth cake. So, let me get to my story. Clarinet, cake, cupcake. Spoiled peanut. Heck yeah. Okay, so I want to tell the story about how I got into the fandom. Aw. Okay. Oops, I just pushed the wrong button. I'll be glad it wasn't on here or I would have ended the stream. Aw. No, 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 no. I do not want to please. I don't even need the video to play. I just need to be on the set. Because I can see the video right here. I'm about to tell the story about how I got into the fandom. Not Phantom, Fandom. There we go. That's funny, he got those words. Okay, so who's ready for the story? Can I push your button? Not in this video. Maybe back there, but not in here. I don't even need to be pushing these buttons. I don't know what I'm doing. He said April. Oh, okay. Uh, so, oh yeah, I asked if anyone here was from Chicago, or at least the Chicago area. I know there's one person in here that's like sort of kind of near Chicago. That has nothing to do with my story. That relates to something I'm going to be doing later. All right. So, uh, let's go back. Yeah, to the story time. I haven't told this story in a while, so I'm probably going to really suck at it. I don't exactly have Uncle Kage's storytelling technique, but let's go back to. We got to go back to 2016, 2016. Um, I was on an app called iFunny. Who remembers iFunny? I mean, it's still around, but I don't exactly know, how popular it is. It's like still going while like every other social media platform we used back in those days has just like shut down, except Facebook, free Facebook. I don't like that. I don't like Facebook itself, and I also just don't like the people that I connect with. I digress. Anyway, so yeah, I was on iFunny. It was, I want to say it was September of 2015. And like everybody on that app was getting their stuff twisted all out of shape because they had given a verified check mark to an account that belonged to a furry. I think his name was Ozzy, also known as Circle. He was from Texas. But yeah, he was a furry. And oh yeah, people were disgusted. And I'm like, what, what's a furry? Because I had never I had never heard of furries before. I mean, I had, um, but only one time, and it was on an episode of CSI that I had seen like years and years ago, but I never thought anything about that because that show was complete bullshit anyway, so I don't really pay any attention to the plot details because police shows and actual police work, they share no similarities with one another whatsoever. And so I, I never even thought about that. I never even thought about that as a real thing. So when this came up, and yeah, people were just like, "Ooh, furry." I was like, "What's a furry?" I'd never encountered a furry. So someone told me, and I'm like, "Oh, well, okay, I'm going to do some research on it myself." And so I looked up furries, and I saw what furries really were, and it was freaking amazing. Like to see these people being so creative and getting out together, and oh my gosh, Fursuit, they were so amazing. But the whole idea of creating a persona and getting other people out there to like it, to recognize it, and that wasn't something really that I thought I could do. Creating a persona, designing it, giving it a name. Um, I didn't consider myself that creative. So, I'm like, this is really cool. I love what you people are doing, but we're just going to push that aside because that's not something I can do. Um, but let's go forward in time about 2 months. Um, yeah, about 2 months after this, on the night of November 2nd, 2015, I it was a work night. I was supposed to be at work at like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. the next morning. And I was either 6 or 7, I think it was, whatever. But anyway, like I always do, like I still do now, I was online late at night when I should have been asleep. And I probably had like 20 tabs open on my browser, whatever browser I was using back then, probably Firefox, ironically. And the last thing I read before I decided to turn the computer off and go to bed was an article about a furry convention that had to be evacuated because of some kind of chlorine leak. And I'm sure a lot of you in the chat know exactly what convention I'm talking about. Um, so yeah, I'm like, wow. Seeing all these pictures of fursuiters standing outside, and there's the police cars and the ambulances, the fire truck, whatever, and all these lights going. And then they interview this man in a lab coat, and it's like, oh, we were having a wonderful time, and now we're all out here. And I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy. I'm like, that's enough interweb. I gotta work in the morning. We gotta turn this off, close this lid. That was either the best or worst decision in my life. Because that night, I had a dream that I was at a hotel, like somewhere in an open area inside a hotel. I remember there being some double doors over here, or something like an elevator. I'm not sure, but like this fox fursuiter or something that looked like a fox came from around the corner, and he came up to me, and we met and we hugged, and we like dance, I just, just really like fursuiters do, and it was the most amazing thing ever. It's like I just, even though it wasn't real, it was just a dream. It was better than anything I could have imagined up to that point. And I woke up that morning so happy that as soon as I got to work and got settled in and got everything, made sure everything was running right, and I can like take my attention off this for a moment. I had to get online. I had to get my phone out, get online. I had to find out what this was about. I did, and so I started trying to find chats, trying to find where I could get in touch with other people and other groups. I was on a chat on a messenger program back then called Kick. I'm not proud of that fact. But hey, I did meet some great. I met a few people on Kick that one of the people that messaged me a little while ago that I had to reply to. I have known since those days when I was on Kick. They were one of the very first people I ever chatted with in the fandom, and there's quite a few that I am still in touch with after almost 5 years. After yeah, well, 5 years, some of them that I probably chatted with on that very first day. I don't know, but yeah, I had to find out more about this. And I had to try to find some artists because I'm not really an artist. I can't really draw. I had to find someone that could uh, that could help me visualize the first shooter that I saw in the dream. And so I did. I started finding. At first, I found some of the younger, less experienced artists that wouldn't cost as much. To give them some experience and a little bit of money, and they could help me try to get put a face on this fella. And eventually, like 2 weeks later, I finally came up with a name because he didn't tell me his name in the dream. And I started to get some art later that started to really look like what I was going for. So I took some of my favorites to a more expensive artist, uh, Sakun, by the way. If anyone is familiar with Sakun, Sakun was the first artist that drew a picture of Battercake that made me freak. I did. As soon as I got uh, that whip for approval, I was actually out on a bicycle ride, and I stopped off on the side of the road to take a little break and get some water. And I had an email, so I checked it. I'm like, oh my god! I just screamed on the side of the highway. Of course, fortunately there was nothing out there but traffic going by. But it was just freaking amazing. But yeah, this thing just came to me in a dream, and it was the most amazing thing ever. Like I had never experienced anything like that before. And funny enough, 10 months later, like exactly to the day, 10 months after the dream, I was at my very first furry convention. I had just gotten there. It was 10 o'clock on a Saturday morning. I had just gotten my badge up in registration, and of course it was still kind of early on a Saturday. There weren't many people out stirring yet. And so I decided I would walk around the hotel and get a feel for where everything was, the panel rooms, the main event, because I had looked at the maps and everything online before I went. But yeah, I started walking around, and then I was like in this open area there in the middle of the hotel, and there were like these doors, and there was like an elevator. The elevators were over here, and then this box fursuiter just comes from around the corner, and we're just like hi, and we meet, and we hug, and we just kind of interact, and it was just the most amazing thing. Like I had never experienced anything like that in my life, and I think my story just went into a loop. Exactly. The dream had been just such a perfect premonition of what actually happened, and it was amazing. Yes, I'm a very committed furry. I am. I should definitely be committed. I will tell you this whole story again when we chat. I will tell you. In fact, I'll even tell you some parts that I'm leaving out here. Whether or not conventions come back, I will be out there. I will be out there. Yes, fursuit hugs are the best. I know some people who were at that convention when that happened. I was just with a friend of mine a few weeks ago. He told me how he was there, and yeah, they made everybody go outside, and they were out there freezing their asses off, and then they opened up the convention center and let them go in there so they could. But this was before the convention started moving into the convention center. At this time, it was still small enough it fit completely inside the hotel. They didn't start moving into the convention center until like 2 years ago, I think. But now it's just like every year they take a little bit more and a little bit more space in the convention center. So now they've even changed their handouts and the materials that they distribute now to call the convention center their venue now instead of the hotel. But they do still have a lot of events in the convention center. I mean, in the hotel. Yes, I had 20 tabs open. Well, right now I'm looking at what browser is this? What am I on? Am I on Chrome? Where do I look? Yeah, this is Chrome. I've got 7 tabs open in the window that I am streaming from right now. I've always got a lot of stuff open. Well, it was one of those websites, where you're like reading a news article, and then like down at the bottom, there's like links to 10 other news articles. And so, I was just like control clicking on all of them, anything that looked remotely interesting. So I just had just gobs of news stories open that I was looking at. Some of it I was just kind of skimming through. But then, yeah, the one about the furry convention really caught my attention because I had only found out about the furry fandom 2 months before this. And so, yeah, I wanted to check that out. What the hell? And yeah, after I read that, I'm like, gosh, that's that's wild. But no, I just can't. I just can't. So I had to go to bed. Aw, well, I say that a lot. Football, NFL football, go Bears. I don't know anything about NFL, but I know about NFL a little bit. Aw, yes, yes, definitely. I'm not even sure who I'm replying to right now, but whatever that was I just read. Yes, definitely. Absolutely. What is this? Oh, let me see. Who had a question? The ears. And they're adjustable to fit. Yes, I told the story about how I got into the fandom. Oh, yes. What was that? Did I hear that? What was that? Tab. Yes, I love Tab. They just discontinued that this year. After, golly, 50, 57 years? I love Tab. And now I gotta say, they came out with Coke Zero. Yeah, I knew that was gonna be a Tab killer because that was so much better than Diet Coke. I never really cared for Diet Coke. I always preferred Tab over Diet Coke. Diet Coke just never had any flavor to it. It was just sweet and bland. But now Coke Zero is great. Absolutely great. I think it's probably better than Tab. You didn't find it, you just joined. Oh, okay. I like to say I didn't find it, it found me. Yes, there it was. There was the right decision. I hope so. I really hope so. Yeah, I definitely hope that joining the fandom was a good decision because I have pretty much put my entire life into it. Okay, so teacher from Chicago. You can't see. Somehow I didn't knock this over. Look at these teeth. Look at these teeth. You know, when I first made this, see, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like the teeth. I'm like, that's a lot of damn teeth. I knew I said I wanted the full set, but I wasn't. I just wasn't sure. But then when I saw it in person, I'm like, oh yeah, I did the right thing there. Who here has heard of this? This is good stuff. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. This is good. I'm gonna put that right there. 12 years, that's long enough to be a gray muzzle. Of course, I'm kidding. Oh, did I break it? This one definitely sounds wet. Hold it. I mean, I did just knock this thing over 5 times. Oh yeah, I knocked the weed ticket. Oh yeah, I've had a lot of fun. It's not a very nice clarinet. It was $100 on Amazon. Some made in China stuff. But hey, it's yellow. It's yellow. The part I see. It matches. It blends in so well. Yeah, I play around on a few instruments, but I'm not really good at any of it. I want a drum set. Yeah, if anybody wants to know what I want for Christmas, I want a drum set. This is amazing technology that we have. Hi, back. I'm front. I have really dry skin. That's a big problem. I have no idea what that is. That's just a melody that popped in my head at work one day. I used to have a drum set, but I don't use it anymore. You don't use it because you don't have it, or you don't have it because you don't use it. You still have it and you don't use it, or you don't have it anymore. I mean, because if you don't have it anymore, you can't use it. What? Oh, the pretty side. It's time for a birthday shot. It's the rule. Birthday boy has to take a shot of Malort. Oh yeah, look at this. The shot glass I got. Here's Reno. I got it in the little gift shop at the hotel at BLSC. Mm. Oh, I love it. I love that stuff. People call me weird. If I'm ever at a bar or somewhere and they've got that, and a friend offers to buy me a shot, that's what we have to have. I'm like, yes, we need a shot of that right there. And they're like, oh, what is that? I'm like, that is good stuff. Yes, that is the same liqueur that I had that night. So you know what that smells like. That is so good. Oh gosh, I haven't even touched the guitar in years. I never did learn to play. I had the opportunity to, but I never did. And so cute. That's a watermelon fox. Ooh! I love the colors of a watermelon. I just don't like the flavor. But I love cantaloupe. Oh, there's a little bit left. I didn't finish it. Jepson's Malort, you can pretty much only get it in the Chicago area. Though there's like a few stores outside the Chicago area that might have it sometimes. How many furries do you know that have their own theme song? Wait a minute. Tentacle? Yeah. Huh? Have their own what? Have their own what? Clarinet. No, I meant drumstick. It's good for sanitizing the mouthpiece. Okay. I don't remember how it goes. I'll say. I kind of remember that. Because that was like a theme song that I made up for myself like 3 years ago. And yeah, I'm probably going to use that. I need to get someone to play it on uh, piano. I need to get I need to get some of the hand paws that have the opening on the front so I can play and still have hand paws on. Like the best I can do right now is like black. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's why I picked it. I know it's a cheap little piece of crap from Amazon, but it's yellow. I was like, I gotta get this. It's gonna be so perfect. I mean, just to do around in while I'm first shooting, it's great. And then if I do screw it up, that's $100 clarinet from Amazon. I'm not gonna take a $3,000 wooden horn out there and break it on the floor of the Hyatt Regency O'Hare because I couldn't see where I was going in fursuit and tripped over a Death Angel dragon tail, and now I have broken my $3,000 clarinet in half. I can just see that happening. That's totally a Battercake thing to do. All right, let's see what this looks like. You get to see it. Boom. Oh, you need to put a mount. I feel like that animation of the deer that popped his toes off to reveal little fingers. I'm sure you've seen that. Yeah, that's how it goes. And also, I don't squeak nearly as much as he's on. I've got really bad skin, and so my fingertips are just not the best. They don't make the best pads. They're leaky. My fingers are leaky. Oops, I switched octaves accidentally. Also, the intonation on this thing is all over the damn place. So if I'm playing by myself, it's fun. If I play in some kind of ensemble, I gotta watch it because I will be out of tune all over the place. Oh, you play clarinet. That is awesome. I need to, yeah, I keep getting fur or something like that. I need to practice more. I need to start working in the factory all the time and quit chasing tails up and down the highway and practice. Oh, sweet. Nice. I'll bring mine to the next seat as well. I can't stay angry. You people are too funny. Yeah, I can't stay angry. These people are hilarious. Oh, wow. Two more people just showed up from where? No, I still have it. Did you disappear again? Darn it. Someone I was chatting with said that McDonald's making a third. I'm gonna have to go get some more information from them on that. On this debate. Uh-huh. I'm glad I could make people happy. Battercake, do angry face. 5. Let's do angry face. Yep. What is that? Show me on there. Yep. Where's the hole? Yep. What are you people doing? You make this stop right now. Where are my donuts? Where are my donuts? Bagels, bagels with frosting. I wanted a bagel with frosting. I want a cream-filled bagel. And you misspelled that. It's Baggle. Why is anyone still watching that? All right. All right. I'm playing this for Frostbot because I think you said that you missed it. Are you here? Are you still here? See what I mean about the information? Does it sound good? I have no idea. I only tested the audio to make sure that my voice was coming through, but I never tested it for an extra. All right, there was something else I was going to do. Because they ate all the donuts and I didn't get any. Yes, and because it's cute. I don't. I don't need donuts. I'm full of Battercake. 50 cream. I haven't been there in years. That means an actual 50 cream, not a gas station where they sell it. So like the actual 50 cream place, where they actually make the donuts right there. Aww. Oh yeah, I don't know if you saw it. I talked about it in here. I put a picture on Twitter. Before I started the stream, I made myself a big batter cake dinner, and I made like five big. I made five big batter cakes, and I ate them all. So I am full of myself. Ugh. Oh, hi. This belly full of batter cake. Uh, I don't know if you Fandom. I've never seen any pictures. Cannibalism. Yes, it's also cannibalism. Take another shot. Are you crazy? The only thing I need to drink right now is a whole lot of water, which I'll probably get into as soon as this thing's over. I'm at an hour 42 right now. I'm not going over 2 hours. I mean, I gotta work tomorrow, so. Flip the camera. I will flip the camera. Ooh, I'm not gonna ask it. I like how this background looks nice. It almost looks fake, but it's real. It's real. See, I can touch it. It's real. It's an indigo, uh, it's an indigo blanket that I hung on the wall to keep the echoes down. There's one thing I really hate when I'm watching yeah, I'm watching a YouTube video and the sound is awful because every word they're speaking is echoing off the entire room, everything. So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna hang up some blankets and put a rug down. And it might not be perfect, but it's gonna be a lot better. All right, I will see you. I will see you soon. I hope. I'm definitely gonna keep in touch with you once you know your work schedule. Yeah, I'll have to give you my PO box, and you can send. Yeah, don't send donuts to my PO box because it can't fit in the PO box. But anything that doesn't fit in the PO box, they keep it, and I'm always at work when they're open. So the only time I can get any packages from the post office that are too big for my box is like on Friday when I get off early, or Saturday if I'm off altogether. In fact, I've got a package waiting right now, but I won't be able to get it until Friday afternoon because they're only ever open when I'm at work. Definitely pause. I mean, malls are hot and everything, but I mean, I love pause. Especially foot pause. Aw, you're in Tennessee. Have you ever come to any of the meet? Chattanooga. Yeah, I'm probably going to be in Chattanooga soon. I mean, I'll be busy this time. You won't fit in my P.O. box. You'll have to stay in the rack behind the counter for like 4 days until I can get up there to get you. One in Memphis. Where did you go to in Memphis? Have we ever met? Oh, Memphis Fur Meet. Yeah, that's my home con. That was the first one that I went to. Aw, don't be afraid to come up to me at a meet or a convention. Definitely come up to me and say hi. 'Cause I will probably want to hug you. I mean, unless you smell like garbage or sewage or something, I'm probably gonna want to hug you. Oh, nice. I love Ritual. Yeah, I go every year. I've been to April Southeast every year that they've had it, and I have been to Method Fur Meet for the past 4 years. Five. Well, I mean, ever since I joined the fandom, because that was my first convention, and I've been every year since then. Aw. Well, it was Poppycock that told me about you, so pointed you out. Because I saw you in the concert when I was in there having a bite to eat. So I had to make a point to come hug you. You know, I was hopefully thrilled when we got to go like dance and stuff. That was a fun weekend. I want to get back. Oh yeah, Message Furmy. It's one of the oldest furry conventions still going on. Yeah, Message Furmy. It is. It's right outside Memphis. Uh, MSM. It is right outside Memphis, and it is. I believe it's the third oldest furry convention in the world that's still going on. If you want to see, if you want to see what a furry convention was like back in the '90s when they first started, this is probably the closest you're going to get. Like, I mean, they even still have a video room and a computer room, and hey, they still do a lot of things the old-fashioned way. I love it. I love it. I would not want them to change. Because unlike a lot of the other times, they've never gotten big. Like last year, they still only had about 550 people. They want to keep that family reunion kind of feel. And I love it. I love it. I definitely recommend it as a first time. Oh yeah, I love to meet you. Oh yes, at MSM, everybody gets food. Everybody gets a T-shirt. Like you don't have to be a sponsor. Yeah, it's the third oldest in the world. Only Eurofur and Anthrocon are older. In fact, MSM started the same year as Anthrocon. Oh yeah, I'll definitely be there. Yay! It's gonna be awesome this year. It was gonna be awesome this year, but it's gonna be freaking amazing next year. We are gonna make that. We're gonna make that whole thing happen. It's gonna pop way off. I need to go by sometime because they were. They were remodeling the hotel this year, and I want to go by there sometime and see what they've done with the place. A room party with booze. Yeah, yeah, that's one of Battercake's favorite things. A room party with booze. Oh my gosh, Fireball. I started drinking that last year. Uh, where was I? I think it was Anthropon last year. I discovered that I love Fireball with ice. I never really cared for Fireball before, but last year at Anthropon, I tried it with ice. I just put ice in it, and oh my God, I loved it. I drank like half of that bottle over the course of the weekend, and it was one of those big bottles too. It wasn't like a little. It wasn't a stick. It was like the big one with the handle. Uh-oh, he's got a sexy number, 2,139. That is the latest sexy number. Hi, thank you. I'm Dixie AW Victor. Let's get started. How many of you had this typing is horrible? I miss the first beginning. Like MFM and GSM probably have the best first two games I ever went to. Most times I go to, the first two games are so stupid. The first two games at MSF used to be really fun until they moved it into that tiny little room. Last year at MSF, they moved the first two games into this tiny little room, and there was just no room, and it was just stupid things that they were making up as they went along to have the first two games. But the year before, they had it in the secondary events room. They cleared all the chairs out, and there was so much room to play. And then the year before that, they had it in secondary events when it was still in the hotel before they moved it to the convention center. Oh, hi. Well, were you typing something here? Josh is here. How's it going? How you feeling? Let's get buttons again. Uh, I've been on here for almost 2 hours. I am just about to have to hop off. Oh, happy birthday, thanks. This has been a wild ride. And Like I feel like I just got shit. I'm just getting started. Oh god. Yeah, I was thinking about calling it quits about the 2 hour mark. But I still got to get laundry out of the dryer and clean up my mess in the kitchen and get to bed because I got to work tomorrow. 10 hours. Oh, waffles. Yeah, yeah. I think that's a pretty good time to stop. Go get some water, finish up a few chores, and get to bed. I've really enjoyed this. This has been a lot of fun. Oh, I know. I will definitely be back. I will definitely do this again. I mean, I'm not going to quit. It's just, you know, have fun until next time. And then we'll have fun again. But yeah. I mean, I could probably stay in this another 2 hours, but I gotta work tomorrow. Now, you need to know how much I love my job. Well, let's not talk about that here. Bye. I'm probably gonna push the button on here. I had a lot of fun. So yeah, subscribe and push whatever buttons you gotta push to find out when I'm doing this again. Subscribe to my Twitter because I'll definitely announce it on there. All right, well, I'm gonna sign off for now. I will. I will see you all again soon.